Coming up next is a classic interview with the incredible Raquel Sharper, who has the sharpest personality of anybody I know. She's pretty incredible, and you're going to love her. This is a classic representation of Opportunity-thon, which was held over April of last year. And it's just one of those classic ones that I wanted to make sure I shared with you right now. So fasten your seatbelts, stay tuned, and take lots of notes for the incredible, juicy, loving goodness of Raquel Sharper. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning from Sydney, Australia, where I am in lockdown. And I want to share with you that you are about to be introduced. You've met her a little bit before, but right now you're about to spend some time with one of the coolest people I know. She is bright and funny and has a message that will enlighten you and bring you lots and lots of money and fun and passion and better health, because the more you laugh, the better your organs fit. So ladies and gentlemen, with that said, let's put your hands together and give a big virtual clap. Let's give her the virtual clap. She needs to have that. The amazing, outstanding, outrageous, out of sight, but definitely in mind, Raquel Sharper. Woohoo!
Yay! Awesome. Awesome. I am so happy to be here. Oh, thank you, Ken. So we are basically really right across the world. What time is it in Australia right now?
It is 7:43 in the morning. And
nice.
and we have just dated the time, so we can only use this video at 7:43 in the morning at any time we ever use it again.
We could use, oh yes, true. But if you just said 7:43 and you didn't say in the morning, then we could use it twice.
Well, it wouldn't work because it's too much light, but it's okay.
Okay.
It is what it is.
True.
It is.
Excellent.
It is. And by the way, I do want to shout out to Dean Hankey for the hanky panky that he did just prior to this. One of my favorite stingers that he's used. He created that. He was up all night making that, singing the song and everything.
That is awesome.
Yes, it is. It's wonderful to have friends like that. Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit, Roxelle. Yes, Roxelle. That's your drag name, Roxelle. Hi, I'm Roxelle. So let's talk a little bit about you. You're from New York originally.
Yes.
That's where we get along, because I'm from New York originally. So what's your thing? What makes you you, and why do people come talk to you?
People come and talk to me because there's something special about, I don't know if it's special about all New Yorkers, but we're basically straightforward to the point. We're basically very authentic. Sometimes we'll say things that we're thinking and you'll be like, oh, I can't believe you just said that. And then my response would be, well, it's true. So part of that is refreshing, and it's about just being real. And people look for people to be authentic these days. They look for people to just tell them like it is. They don't want to go around to the end of a maze and find that there's nothing there. So that they look for that, and they want you to basically be real for them. And I'm real. If I fall down, I let you know I fall down. When I get up, I let you know I've gotten up. And I just recently even did a post because I actually gained 15 pounds in 1 year, and actually I lost 19. And I did that post, and I wasn't feeling good about myself. And when I was taking a picture, I had to go, and then you smile and you can't breathe. I don't know if anybody could relate to that, right?
Yes.
Because you're trying to suck it all in. And it's funny, every picture I was taking, I was doing that. And I was like, well, there's something wrong with that. So I recently lost the weight. They say diet is 80% of it. I'm going to tell you diet is 100% of it. And it's just about being real and authentic. It really, truly is. And I started off on basically the normal journey, get a job, get that education. That's what I did. And they told me that if you did that, it works. And, followed that. It took me years to learn how to become a computer programmer. I spent a lot of time and effort doing that, only to find out, just like Mark Harris said and Ben Gay said, this has happened before. maybe not with the coronavirus, but when you lived in New York, if you were there when 9/11, this happened.
Mm.
And I was working as a computer consultant. And then the towers got hit by an airplane. And then there was no work. A city that was always busy, that would always have work for me as a computer consultant, there was no work. There was no money coming in. And I'm truly thankful that I had money in the bank for that rainy day that I never thought was going to happen, right? And that's actually how I found Las Vegas. That was the blessing, because there was absolutely no work in New York. And then I ended up coming out to Las Vegas for work, like within a month, and had to juggle things around. I had to do things differently. And while I was here, I thought, wow, this is a great place to be. I think I want to retire here. Well, I'm too fabulous to be retired, but I am in Las Vegas.
You're too fabulous for this TV show right now, actually.
I think we're both fabulous, but we're doing this because it's a give back and it's the opportunity.
So what is it? So what are you doing now? I mean, you did the computer thing, but right now, what's the big focus? Because I know that some of the bonuses that you've given us, and this isn't a pitch for the bonuses, but in looking at the things that you have generously given to the folks that have gotten the VIP package, there's a lot of lead generation stuff in there. There's a lot of things that I find really important in terms of building a business. So let's talk about that for a little bit, because I think now, especially for people that are looking to be in a business, that are afraid that, gee whiz, I don't know where to find people. I don't have a list. I don't have a community. I'm just getting started. I don't know what the hell to do. It's not a matter of having an online business. I don't know what to do at all. And if that's you, by the way, pop that in the chat and let us know that that's you. But that's really the bottom line. So let's talk about that piece and how that's worked for you and what lessons there are there.
So, and it's that actually is my passion. It's the newbie, because I started off in corporate America, and it's making that jump. I did not really truly enjoy being a computer programmer. I enjoyed the people and I enjoyed the money, right? So what we're told is that we aren't supposed to enjoy when we're actually working. But what if you could enjoy when you're working? And that's where the light went on. I was actually commuting into work and I saw this sign and it said, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Think about that. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I remember I was commuting into work and I thought, well, how do you do that? Right? So in this time frame of being home, because I do love what I do, and I'm never retiring because I love what I do. I recently also interviewed Les Brown. I asked him when he was going to retire. I already knew the answer, because anybody who's on this event as a speaker loves what they do and they give from a place of passion. So one of the things I love to do is I love to help people figure out what they do, what they love to do, and then we can figure out how to monetize it. Like, why not make money doing what you love? That just makes sense. Like, that's so logical, right? Isn't that logical, Ken?
Works for me, but here's a challenge with that. I will challenge you on that, and that is, I mean, we've all heard, do what you love, the money will follow, right? But what if you don't know what you love?
True. And that means, and that's the huge challenge, because I didn't know what I loved. And you bring that up. I was told, hey, you do this, you do computers, you make money. Somebody had to push me in front of the room. So if you don't know what you love, start trying to do something new. Things that even might scare you, but have you be a little uncomfortable, because you could do something and then decide that you totally love it. I didn't start really speaking until I was in my late 30s. Before that, if you asked me about being a speaker or standing in front of a room empowering people, I was like, oh no, that's not me. But you have to try new things. One of the things, and I'll share this because Ken didn't call me out. He asked me to sing the song and I was just like, oh gosh, I don't. I've done karaoke twice. One, I was really, really really, really drank too much. And I was around my right circle of friends. So I got lovingly pushed into it. And I wasn't by myself. I've never karaoke'd by myself. I've only done it in the company of a we. And success is a team sport. So when Ken told me to like sing by myself, I was like, ooh, you know, I'm like, no. I was like, we're not doing that, right? So it's okay to be scared, but find those new things and try them. If it's something that intrigues you, and in that trying, you might just like it. And next thing you know, now you got to figure out how to monetize it.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. So that being said, I had created, hey, build your irresistible yes with that free magnet, that free lead magnet. You give somebody a gift of your time, a gift of your present, a gift of doing that thing. And here's a cool hint on how you can figure out what you love. Is there something that you do right now that your friends champion you and say, oh my God, you're really great at that. But you don't actually take credit for it because you do it with such finesse, effortlessly. That's probably your passion. And people are like calling you out and saying, oh my gosh, you do this really well. And what happens is we're raised to be humble, right? And that's actually one of the gifts. Is I did a podcast interview and they talked about self-confidence, because a lot of times we won't do anything is because we lack the self-confidence. And the more we do something, the better we get at it. Think about your first time behind the wheel of a car. Think about the first time you've had sex. We got to make this fun, right? I'm sorry. Yes, I just said that. Did I wake anybody up? And, if we're all the single people home, don't think about the first time you had sex. Don't even think about having sex.
Especially if you're alone in lockdown. Thanks very much for reminding me.
Right. And they have something called virtual dating. Like before the coronavirus, nobody did the virtual dating. There's actually businesses that are pivoting. Like Ferrari is making ventilators. Armani is making scrubs for health care workers. Yep. So like these are companies that are, 9-figure earners, $10 billion companies that have shifted on the dime to do something that's totally out of character. You could buy a car that's $250,000 from Ferrari, but nobody's buying Ferraris right now. So what is Ferrari going to do? They're making ventilators. Think about that. And what is that shift that they had to do? I call that the sharper shift. So my hashtag is I am sharper. So do these. So I want to see that. I want to see hashtag I am sharper, because that's about showing up, being empowered, and being better than you were yesterday. Because that's what this time is meant for. That's what we're meant to do. Be better than what we were yesterday.
Yeah, that really is true. Each day should grow on itself. And if we can learn one thing, and even when you talked about the dating piece, right? It really does. There's a commitment you got to make, and am I bigger than this? Well, you'll be bigger if you keep eating, but where is your priority? And because at the end of the day, you have what you want. You may not know that, you may think differently, but you have what you want. You create what you want, and it makes a difference. And if we talk about that in the eating thing, eating is typically a habit. We don't need to eat as much as we eat. And if you talk about Americans, most Americans don't need to eat half of what they eat, which is why obesity is so big in the U.S. and in a lot of Asian less healthy than others. So looking at our habits or habitual behavior makes a huge difference in what we do. But let's get back to what you see right now as being the biggest opportunity in your business, so people can kind of emulate you, and in others. What do you see as the biggest places to play?
Well, what I see is the biggest places to play, and actually the easiest places to play, is success is a team sport. Know that Andrew Carnegie was the richest man in the world, because we just got done talking about Think and Grow Rich. And he partnered with Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill was a gentleman who was helping his brother, go through college. And he had a success mindset, but he wasn't that successful person yet. And Andrew Carnegie took him under his wing, and he wrote, no yawning. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
See, Dean Henson did that. He did that.
No yawning. What is that?
It caught me.
So I'm going to virtually slap Ken, and that's what this looks like. Wait, how about that? I got to figure out where. That's a virtual slap. So.
Getting stuff out.
What? So anyway, success is a team sport.
Yeah, it is.
Ken couldn't do this by himself.
No.
He recruited 50 speakers. He recruited a co-host. He recruited another co-host who's not down there, but anyway. I can see him on the screen down there. Yeah. Think about, and I really want you, there it is. He's down there. Thank you for popping in. Right? Right.
I'm drinking.
Oh, and since we have the virtual smack, we also have the virtual hug,
There you go.
And we can blow kisses. So here's what I want to share with you. While you're laying in your bed, or you're totally frustrated and you're bored, well, if you're bored, I'm going to hold you accountable. You need to be doing something. And it's not binge watching Netflix. Open up your LinkedIn and think about, who are the people that you would like to do business with? Who are the people that you would like to work with? I'm talking to my entrepreneurs. I'm not only talking to my entrepreneurs, but I'm talking to people who have careers, right? If you have a career and it's your dream to work for, Sarah Blakely, because she's created this iconic brand, Spanx, well, go on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Look at her site. Look at Spanx. See who works there. Connect with them. You'd be surprised. Everybody's home right now on staycation. And if you did that with the people that you wanted to connect with and became engaged with them on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, what could be your possibilities? Think about the things that you love to do and connect with the people that are doing the things that you love to do. What could that be for you? Right? Because everybody is home right now on staycation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's true. And the thing is too, is don't be afraid to ask. I mean, there's times when asking for things may be a little bit out of the ordinary, especially, if you're going to be unreasonable and ask, can you change something just before, like, we go live, for example? No, but ask for what you want. And because at the end of the day, nobody knows but you. And as a perfect example, you wanted to meet Les Brown, right? So what did you do?
I asked. So, and here's something that you don't know, Ken, because my and Ken relationship is very new, but we're like long lost friends. Like as soon as we got on the phone, we couldn't get off. Okay, I'm going to go. No. All right. And then we talked for like another 20, 30 minutes.
There are rules.
There's rules.
There are rules now. There are rules.
We have rules.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have rules. So here's the funny thing. I've shared a stage with Les Brown. I've met Les Brown before, but Ken actually brought it to the point where now I know Les Brown on a different level. And I've been working on that for years. And I knew it was going to happen. And the people that are in my circle know my dreams because they share them with me. And the reason I met Ken is because I was like, I want to do this. And my friend helped me. Here, I want to share with you that here's the 3 hardest things to do. 1 is to say, I love you. So here's a little challenge. I want you to reach out to somebody today and tell them that you love them, right? And it's okay to say, I love you, Raquel, because I'll take that on a text, right? Like love, right? And it's hard because it's a level of vulnerability to say that I love you, right?
Yeah.
The second thing that's really, really, truly hard to do is to say, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And
Amen.
so I'm going to challenge you to tell somebody today that you love them. Also tell somebody today that you're sorry. And here's the clinker. Say you're sorry even if you think you're right.
Mm.
Because being right, well, you could be right, but you can't be happy. You could be right, but you can't be rich. What is the cost of you being right? Say you're sorry.
Yeah.
And I've done this myself. And when you say that you're sorry to somebody that you love, right? Somebody that you need in your life, well, here's what happens. There's this lift. It's crazy. And it makes you feel good. And you're like, wow. And you weren't even wrong. You just sorry, and it feels good. It puts positive energy out there for you, and it puts it in the universe. And we need more positive energy right now. So say, I love you. Find somebody to say I'm sorry to. And the third thing is what me and Ken were just talking about, ask for help. If there's something that you need, ask for help. In the beginning of this, my mom is 85 and she lives in New York. And I was talking to my mom on the phone. And this is the longest period of time I've gone without seeing my mom. And I want you to know that when I say that, I almost want to just burst out into tears, but I'm getting better at that. It's taking me practice. This whole Corona thing, virus thing, has got me very emotional because I'm used to seeing my mom at least once every 2 months, typically once a month. I slow it down a little in the winter, right? My mom had one roll of toilet paper. And I was talking to her home care aide and I was like, did you find toilet paper? No, I can't find toilet paper. I'm like, what am I going to do? My mom doesn't have toilet paper. I can't even believe I'm talking about toilet paper. Me and my mom laugh about this. Now, I can't find toilet paper. So you know what I did? I put a post on Facebook. Help. Where do I find toilet paper? In the town that my mom lives in. I'm asking for my mom. 4 people responded. 3 people were unsuccessful, but I only needed 1. My mom got a 9 mega roll thing of toilet paper. And I didn't even have to pay for it. It was free. You know how much a 9 mega roll toilet paper goes for these days?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a university education.
Ask for help.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what drew me to this, because I want to help people who want to do something outside of what they're doing and do it in your passion, because if you're doing it with your passion, you could do it for like 27 hours, because that's how long we're going to be here for, Ken, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. And they've challenged me. They've challenged me. You're going to be able to stay awake. And I thought, we're there. But it's true. So saying I love you is important. And by the way, I'll say that even from a masculinity side, some of the most masculine men are now feeling comfortable to say, I love you, not just to women, but to men. And I think I'll editorialize, we need to kind of stop feeling that giving terms of endearment are threatening. Saying hi, honey, or hey, gorgeous does not mean I want to have sex with you. It means you're a nice person and you're very attractive, whoever you are, however you are. And let's not be threatened by that. Yeah, you are hot. You are hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are. But hot, what's hot? Hot is who you are inside. There are a lot of people that are very pretty physically, but they're just not pretty inside. And that comes right out. So I advise people, in terms of a takeaway, that the 2 biggest things you can do in business and in life to be successful are to be nice. Just be nice. And this whole experience would not have happened had it not been that everyone wanted to be part of this journey, but we were having fun with one another. And this experience has been great. So some of you are making lovely comments, and I appreciate that. Denise O'Brien, for example, we became great friends years ago. Same kind of thing. I surprised her 50th birthday, and she screamed when she saw me. I walked in, she had no idea I was showing up at her 50th birthday party, and she screamed so loud they thought she was being attacked. It was hysterical. it was one of the things we'll never ever forget. But those are the kind of things that make memories. And the way you and I met, Raquel, and how we were co-conspiring to have you, which you may still do later, make an appearance in this event. So there's all sorts of fun things. So I'm going to suggest to you, and we need to segue to our next speaker. I'm going to suggest to you that you let yourself be you. Let yourself be fun. If you're a shy person, that's okay to be shy, but so much of shy, I think, comes with uncertainty for who you are. And be sharper. Do outrageous, because at the end of the day, unless someone else is paying for your entire life, who are they? And that experience for me has come with age, I will tell you. But it really comes down to that. And being a character wins these days. It's attention. Attention is the new currency. Is that right?
It is right. Relationship is the new currency. When I was raising my daughter, I'm a single parent. Things did not go as well as I would think. I would have thought I'd have been married for the rest of my life and have more kids. I had one kid, got divorced when she was young. But one of the things that I always told her, my daughter, when she was growing up, I was like, we do business with people that we like, not the people that are the best, with the people that we like. So build those relationships. And then everything that you want will follow, because it's not going to be the person who's the best that gets the job, that gets the interview, that gets the stage. It's going to be the person who's the most liked.
Yeah, it's true.
And everything works like that. It's relationship equity. That's why I want to build a community of people who run around with the self-confidence and say, I am sharper. Be present on what your gifts are, because if you know what your gifts are, people will actually be like, wow, I want to be around you. And it's crazy. I was messaging. Here's something else I want you to do, everybody, just like an add-on. This is extra credit homework from Sharper, right? If somebody pops into your head, message them, LinkedIn them, IG them, however you get in touch with them. Somebody from high school, somebody from college, somebody you used to work with. This is a time they might be sending you this energy. Reach out to them. And somebody from high school reached out to me because they saw my interview with Les Brown, right? And they were like, you always had amazing energy from the moment. You have this great energy from when I was in high school. And let me be honest, I didn't think I had great energy in high school. I had a lot of stuff going on. I thought that I was ugly, and I was going through a lot. But he reminded me that I always showed up when I was around people to enjoy their company and their presence. So I want you to know that as you're listening to my voice today, that you're here as a presence. You are a present. So be present and know what your gifts are, because that's really, truly powerful. Yeah. And I want to help people know that every day is a gift, and that, like, as Ken is here with me today, his presence is a present.
Oh. Thank you. I heart. So that was just another amazing World Love Week session. Now, a lot of our sessions have come from Opportunitython, which was our record-breaking event, which we did a few months back. Now, Opportunitython really focused about the opportunities that are presenting themselves during the time of pandemic. And frankly, what a great way to have an attitude of love, of sharing, of giving, of contribution. I stand for love. Do you?
I stand for love. Do you?
Hey, this is Captain Lou, and I stand for love, baby. Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Yes. Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Do you? Do you?